these kids that are here now someday could be playing the same pitch as them or against them.
That'd be the day.
I just want to get on there and have a game with them.
Don't think you're good enough.
Definitely not good enough.
So far it's 3-0 Manchester. Although the way they've played, the way Middlesbrough have played, you wouldn't have guessed it. It's been so close. Middlesbrough have had loads of chances, but Maga Hayes has kept Manchester a clean sheet so far, and we're in for an interesting second half.
Both Manchester goalkeepers as well, practicing before a half time, make sure they're staying on the feet. I wonder if we'll have a change. That's all. Instead of Maga Hayes, maybe Herrera Rodriguez come on, just to balance, give them both a game, half each.
I don't know. Maga Hayes is playing very well today, and I can't see Marcos wanting to change it and risking them conceding or possibly conceding more than one. As you can see, Cod's having a little chat with Cook, maybe saying he shouldn't have scored against him. Not long now until second half kicks off.
Both teams look like they're ready to get out and play again. I know that I've not seen talk with the captain, with the manager. Sorry.
I wonder if they've made any changes.
It is interesting what the Middlesbrough managers will be saying to his team.
I wonder if he was a little fly on the wall.
Because what motivates a team to get back into the game? 3-0 down.
Hairdryer treatment.
Alex Ferguson style. I mean, it must be tough playing away as well for the Middlesbrough players.
So far, Josh Clark, number 12 for Middlesbrough, has been playing very well when he's played on, and the age he is, he's got a bright future ahead of him.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, at 15 years old, I was not playing football, so playing with the players who are twice my age, maybe 10 years older, is just impressive. I think he's going to be a credit to the Middlesbrough team as well if he stays there, and if he carries on his future playing futsal.
As it looks, the lineup for Manchester as they come out for second half hasn't changed that much. Bino's stayed on as well as Cook, whereas Garcia and Bond have now come on, and obviously keeping the same keeper, Maga Hayes. Whereas Middlesbrough, they've got Cod in net, Betson, Taylor, Harker, and also Roberts.
Just waiting for the game to kick off.
There's the Middlesbrough captain, Betson. And Middlesbrough kick off. Betson on the ball. Bino intercepts to Cook, flicks back to Garcia. Great play. Betson gets Middlesbrough kicking.
Just like to say as well, this Manchester attacking from the left to the right and Middlesbrough from the right to the left. So they've both changed halves.
Harker.
Middlesbrough in the white and Manchester in the blue.
For those of you just tuning in, Manchester winning 3-0. And if you have any queries or comments you want to make in the game, don't forget to tweet us at #TotalFutsal. Bond's now on the ball. Finds Cook. Great play.
Great dummy there.
It's unlucky. Cook now.
Troll on the chin.
Taylor's on the ball. Harker back to Betson,
It's a good job that it's not over the height, over head height,
Yeah.
like it is with most five-a-side sports. Football.
Garcia with a kick in. Maga Hayes to Cook. Bino. It's unlucky. Roberts Betson put his life on the line there. Plays over the top. And it's a Manchester kick-in. Maga Hayes back to Bond. Maybe a bit too fancy. Bino on the counter attack. It's unlucky. Well defended there by Taylor. Roberts. Taylor. Out to Betson. Finds Rob. Oh. Great block. Cook finds Bond. Cook. That's unlucky.
Hard to control it there in the air.
Betson down the line to Roberts. Bit too far. Oh, it's unlucky from Taylor.
Kept in there by Maga Hayes.
Cod picks up the loose ball. Taylor takes on Bino, gets past him. It's unlucky.
Relatively quiet second half up to now.
Yeah.
Garcia seems
Taylor.
Oh. Sorry about that, Cass.
No worries.
Garcia seems to have changed to the right-hand side now instead of being on the left as earlier on.
Cook. Oh, great save by Cod. Maybe it wasn't a save. And I believe Taylor has come off for Bulmer. Roberts out to Harker. Bulmer. Intercepted by Bino. One-on-one now. Oh, great save by Cod. Bulmer picks up the loose ball. Back to Bulmer. Roberts. Good tackle by Bino. And I believe Betson has now come off. And Large has come on for his replacement. Bulmer back to Roberts. Takes a shot. Blocked by Cook. Large. Out to Roberts. Takes another shot. Maga Hayes. Finds Bond.
2v1.
Bino. Oh, great save.
And the bite of the cherry? Oh, no, it's been tackled.
Large now on the attack. Gets past Garcia. That's unlucky, that. Believes he's been fouled there, but referee disagrees. Oh. There's a sub now. Bino's coming off. And I believe Richardson is coming on his replacement.
Free kick to Manchester, is it?
Yeah. I think Large knew straight away. Bond. Garcia. Cook. Nice quick movement from Manchester. Bond. It's unlucky for Manchester. Nice short pass in there. Harker down the line.
Handball, maybe?
Referee disagrees. Oh, the linesman, sorry. Bond. Great play. Richardson.
Against the keeper.
Oh,
And he missed.
Well done by Cod, made himself look big.
Richardson was last year's top goal scorer, scoring 32 goals in 10 games.
It's a great
Wasn't able to finish that
achievement.
goal.
Great achievement that from Richardson. And it's unlucky. I believe Clark is now come on.
So it's a kick in for Middlesbrough. It is indeed.
The youngster has come on for Harker. Roberts tries finding him, but a bit too much. It's only a small pitch. Just over 15 minutes left. Still 3-0. Cook finds Bond. Back to Garcia. Cook. Oh, that's unlucky. Roberts picks up the loose ball though. On the attack, 3v2. Clark. Oh, it's unlucky. Cook got outnumbered there. Bulmer. Oh, it's unlucky by Roberts. Well defended from Garcia though. Bond back to Garcia. Bulmer getting closed down by Garcia there, and he runs it out.
Still a goalless second half. Not much has happened. I think Manchester once again have kept most of the possession. Middlesbrough probably having the better of chances. Except from that Richardson shot that went narrowly wide when he was one-on-one.
Cook has now come off for Harland Bus. Dan again. Anthony hasn't made an appearance yet. And I believe Roberts has come off for Taylor for Middlesbrough.
Bulmer.
Clark. To Taylor. He's looking for some movement. Finds Clark. Tackle by Richardson, no. Harland Bus can't keep it in, no. You alright there, Matty?
Went down the wrong way.
Taylor. That's unlucky from Clark. Richardson. Back to Maga Hayes. Bond. It's unlucky.
Timeout. No, I apologise. Just a kick in.
And Garcia has now come off for Castro.
Garcia hasn't done much this second half, I don't feel.
But maybe he should go back on the left-hand side. Clark down the line. Large. And it's Middlesbrough kicking. To Clark. To Bulmer. Back to Large. Bulmer takes on Castro. But it's gone out of play. And it's a Manchester kicking.
Most of the substitutions here are roll on and roll off, which keeps the game quick and intense, which I feel it suits the style of play as well. So it is really hard trying to keep up with all the substitutions that's happened.
Yeah. And Bulmer has now come off, and McGee has come on. First appearance game so far. Oh, nearly scored straight away. It's unlucky.
Not a bad start for McGee.
Would have been an absolute super sub there. It's a Middlesbrough kicking. Flicks it, but Magga Hayes picks up the loose ball. Finds Castro. Picks out Bond. Back to Richardson. Howland Bus. Back to Richardson. Cross. Oh. Bond has scored.
And we have the first goal of the second half.
That's unlucky from Cod there. Gets the first initial touch to the ball, but Bond picks up the loose ball and slots it home.
It's going to be very tough for Middlesbrough to get back into the game now.
Got a mountain to climb, but it's doable with 12 minutes left on the clock.
And anything can happen here in futsal.
And it's a free kick to Manchester, pushing the back.
Once again, if you want to get in contact with us, hashtag Total Futsal on Twitter. So let us know how you feel that we're getting on. Whether it be my first time commentating or the match at all.
Castro.
So, always nice to hear some advice.
Middlesbrough kicking. Oh no, sorry, Manchester, I think.
And some of the things that we're getting and saying wrong as well.
You're not alone. Castro to Bond.
Fantastic.
Oh!
Is that deflection the centre wide?
Yeah.
It was.
Richardson. Oh, great save by Cod.
Saved by Cod. Once again, keeping his team in it for now.
Castro to Bond. Back to
Also, if you wanted to tweet us with your man of the match, or who you think the man of the match will be.
Betson. Oh, it's unlucky. Magga Hayes again. Great save. Castro. Taylor. It's the Middlesbrough kicking.
Cass, who do you think the man of the match has been up to now?
It's tough to say, but so far I'd have to choose between Cook or Bond.
I'd have to say Cook myself.
McGee. Bond with the interception, finds Castro, back to Bond. Castro now running down line. Back to Bond, Richardson's free on the right.
Seen him.
Harold and Bus. Plays out to Castro. Taylor. And it's a Middlesbrough kicking.
I haven't seen much of Josh Clark the second half. He's here on the left-hand side.
Taylor has now come off, and Roberts has come back on. Betson loses out to Richardson, plays it across to Castro, back to Richardson, back to Castro. Nice goal. None of them are being greedy there. Nice play, and it's now 5-0 Manchester. With just over 10 minutes to go left on the clock.
Very unselfish play there by both players, 1-2 in it between each other to get the goal.
Again, the game doesn't look like it's a 5-0 game. Should be a lot closer than this. Middlesbrough have had the chances, and Betson has now come off for Middlesbrough for Jenkins. Jenkinson being pressured. It's now Manchester kicking. Well pressured there by Castro.
I think most of the goals from Manchester have been through pressurising Middlesbrough's defence. They seem to lose it quite a few times at the back, which has caused them to lose a few goals.
Harlan Bus back to Magga Hayes. Getting closed down, but McGee, and he has to just kick it out. It's better safe than sorry.
When in doubt, kick it out.
Indeed. Clark's now on the ball. Finds McGee. That's unlucky. Richardson.
2v2.
Tyrell and Bus. Takes him on. Richardson.
Great save there from Cod. I don't know how on earth that went over the top of the bar, but
Haralambos has hurt himself a bit. Seems to be hobbling along. Maybe it's not as bad as it seems.
Looks like he wants to carry on.
I don't know, he can't. Haralambos. Cook has now come on, by the way, for Bond. Richardson. Down the line. Well done by Roberts there. And McGee has come off for Bulmer. Bulmer's now on the ball. Clark. Loses out to Cook. Roberts to Bulmer. Downline to Jenkins. That was nice by Jenkins, but blocked by Haralambos. Castro. And it looks like Illy is about to come on for Manchester. That's Ilya Ovechkin. Richardson. Jenkins to Roberts.
Once again, tight play at the back from Middlesbrough. With Manchester pressing really high.
There's not really that much movement from the attacking side of Middlesbrough, though. I think that's been the difference between the two teams this today. And Richardson has come off for Ovechkin, as so does Clark for Harker for Middlesbrough. Harker's now on the ball. Bulmer. Middlesbrough kicking. Jenkins to Roberts. I think Roberts had a very good game today for Middlesbrough.
Who saw?
Oh, Roberts. Unlucky that from Bulmer. Seems every good attack Middlesbrough have, and it seems to have come through or started with Roberts. Ovechkin. Castro was free on the left. Cook finds him. Play through to Cook. Oh, it's unlucky. No one followed his run there. Can't let him through like that.
They're just letting him run right through the middle of them. Must be tough to pick them up though.
Yeah.
Speeds of the players and
Quick movement and nice play between Jenkins and Harker, but a bit too hard. Richardson. Jenkins. Ooh.
I think Marcus must be very proud of his team. Just think this time last year, here at the Velodrome, they were losing 5-0 to Middlesbrough. But yeah,
Ovechkin down to Richardson. Back to Ovechkin. Oh, an empty net. It's unlucky. Quite a lot of men in front of him though.
I'm sure his teammates will have something to say about that later on.
Roberts. Oh, that's very unlucky.
Great bit of skill.
Oh, Roberts again. It's unlucky. That's the that's a Middlesbrough coach. Richardson has now come off for Garcia. I wonder whether he's going to play on the left. And Bulmer has come off for Middlesbrough. I believe it's Large who's replaced him. Harker now on the ball. Harker. Castro, that's unlucky. Screaming for a free kick there, but obviously officials think different. Jenkins to Harker.
I have to say the footwork for the Manchester team, actually both teams, is incredible. the amount of times they've been tripped up and kicked through the speed of how well they can touch the ball and take on a player, it's incredible. You just wonder how much practice and time goes into it.
Too much for you to start taking it up. Large now on the ball to Harker. Back to Large. It's Middlesbrough kicking with just under 7 minutes left. That's unlucky. Good tackle by Castro, and it's Middlesbrough kicking. Shot blocked by Garcia. Cook now. Ovechkin making a run. Back to Ovechkin. Great save by Cod.
Cod making himself a big in goal. Prevents the goal going in.
And it's a Manchester kicking. To Castro. Garcia's on the left. I believe Betson has come on for Middlesbrough as well, the captain. Cook now back to Castro. Blocked by Roberts. Well done that by Roberts. Betson. To Harker. Large. Blocked by Ovechkin with a Middlesbrough kicking. Roberts loses out to Cook. Cook down the line. Great block by Roberts again. Taylor's now on the ball on the pitch as well. Taylor. Oh, that's unlucky. Great interception from Manchester there.
If he would have made contact with that could have been the first Middlesbrough goal.
Just under 6 minutes left. Still possible. A minute a goal.
Very unlikely though. I have to say I don't see any other way of except Manchester winning.
Never say never.
Lovely quote from Justin Bieber there. Thanks, Cass.
Just got a tweet through from Stu Bellamy saying decent coverage, exactly what futsal needs. Thanks very much, Stu.
Although it does need some more supporters.
Can't blame the manager, Manchester's choice of banning him for a bit. Flares inside of building is a big hazard. Roberts isn't happy there. Believes Magahay's got a touch on that. Cod finds Taylor. Betson's on the left. Roberts down the line. Bonte. Oh! Roberts. Oh! Great save by Magahay's. Ovechkin to Bond. To Garcia. Out to Cook.
Michael Hayes definitely wants to keep a clean sheet for today's game.
I think he might get one if he to keep it up. And I believe Roberts is now coming off for McGee. McGee now on the ball. Betson takes on Bond. That's unlucky. Cook. Out to Garcia.
A little plane that's gone out for a kick into Middlesbrough.
Taylor on the ball. Out to McGee.
So again, Middlesbrough starting from the back again. Trying to play through.
Clark. Taylor. Back to Clark.
Youngster Clark.
Betson, the captain. Out to Taylor, back to Betson. It's unlucky. Oh, it's unlucky from Cook. Great save by Cod. Clark's now on the ball.
Once again, nearly getting caught out at the back.
Clark.
Yeah, definitely a free kick there.
Betson to take the free kick. Taylor. Out to Clark. Betson. Taylor on the ball. Can't find any real movement. Betson.
Have to go back again.
I think they're asking for the players to make, but Taylor taking a shot. Very wild.
So they can't find any players, so the only other option is to take a shot.
McGee tackles Clark. Taylor. Great save by Maga Hayes. McGee.
Found his player there though.
Betson. Out to Clark. Taylor. McGee! Great goal. Maga Hayes is clearly not happy. Wanted a clean sheet there.
He played well as well, but I mean, he was on the floor then, and the ball just happened to scramble across the other side of the box. But great positioning from goal scorer.
Garcia has now come off for Howland Bus. Dan again. Anthony's still not made an appearance so far. I also believe Aidan Hilditch has now come on. 5-1 Manchester with 2.5 minutes left. Betson takes on Howland Bus. Taylor. Back to Clark.
It's unfortunate that the Middlesbrough team haven't got really any supporters here due to the incident last year. It feels as if they're lacking the support.
Yeah. Taylor, great block by Bond.
It's always great for teams when they have other fans here supporting them and chanting their name. But it must be very tough for them.
To be fair, the Manchester crowd's not very loud today.
No.
And we've gone for a timeout, just under 2 minutes left.
Although, if you come and have a look at the actual supporters here, you do see quite a lot of faces and you think, oh, they are there for me.
Yeah.
So I should perform for them, which they have done today.
The score's currently 5-1 Manchester if you're just tuning in. It's been a great game, very close, so even though the score says otherwise. As I was saying, I think the difference between the two teams is they both had their chances, but Manchester seem to be making more movement around the defensive area, whereas the Middlesbrough players just seem to be running wide and not having anyone following up.
Mark is probably just telling his team now just to keep it the way that's going. They performed really well.
Timeout's finished.
Still a few kids on the pitch.
I think they want to play. And Hilditch has come off for Richardson.
The Manchester Futsal team have been going around some local schools as well, trying to scout some new talents.
And I think we can round up that man of the match today has to be Cook. for Manchester. And I believe Middlesbrough are playing a fly goalie, with Roberts being fly goalie. Takes a shot. He's now running back into his net. Bond. Howland Bus. Cut. Manchester playing nice short passing. Making Middlesbrough run for the ball.
Running them ragged.
Roberts.
Alderweireld had a change of goalkeeper.
Yeah, he's playing fly goalie when he can.
Very interesting swap.
You see quite a few teams do this when there are a couple of goals behind with not long left, but it always leaves the goal in area a bit tentative, with obviously they're not the strongest keeper in net and out of net as well.
Some of the shooting from Manchester as well, we've seen in recent weeks that they can actually hit the ball from basically wherever they want and it ends up being in the back of the net. Oh, here we go.
Cod's back.
Cod's back.
I won't be surprised if they keep on swapping though. Richardson now. Kept it in. Cod picks up the loose ball though.
Got much more of the shot stopper, I'm guessing.
Throws it over to Taylor. Large is free. Plays it to Harker. To Betson. See, there's not really that much movement from Middlesbrough there.
You can see with having the keeper coming in and out, give them that extra play that they can play around with.
Richardson now on the ball. Great block by Betson. And it's a Manchester kick-in. And swapping keepers again. Roberts back on, playing the fine goalie.
Roberts played well today as well. It'd be great to see him get a goal.
What's that? Herrera, Michael Hayes is going on a run as well. Richardson.
It shows that the keepers have to be versatile.
Oh, that's well played from Roberts there. Betson. Oh, unlucky from Large.
You have to be an all-round player if you want to be a goalkeeper. You can't just be a shot stopper in net. You'd have to be a good striker of the ball.
There's only 3 seconds left.
An okay shot of the
game. Last attack of the game that was. And a very interesting game, if I must say. 5-1 Manchester. Now 1 game left of the season.
I have to say it's been a privilege working besides Cass. Really enjoyed commentating alongside with them.
No worries.
But Abid Ali is going to be back next week, or next home game against Sheffield. So I won't be here again. But you can always tweet.
Total Futsal. Any queries, questions or comments?
Or if you want me back, or if not.